one of the lessons for today is release attachments and live fully without masks. So this idea of dancing in the moment and that change is constant, for me, and I've shared this story before because I'm adopted in a lot of different reasons. We all have our history that we bring into every moment. I had control issues. I still have control issues, but I'm aware of them now. And because that helped me feel safe. If I was in control, then I would feel safe. But that also created this resistance to change and this ability to dance within the moment without fear and to trust. That was a big one for me too. So for me to let go and open my hands and not feel like I was in control. And honestly, you all know, like going through treatments, how much control do we really have? It feels like we're always at the mercy of, another appointment, another test, waiting for results. It's like this continuous flow where do we have this sense of safety? And I realized it was within myself. I had to find that within myself so that I could dance within these moments and all of these changes. And, one of the big lessons for me was around my hair. That was when the lesson of releasing attachments, I really wanted to keep my hair. And I didn't lose it for a while. And I thought, oh, yay, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to be one of those. Because I really wanted to prove my doctor wrong. Is really what I wanted to do. That was the rebel in me. It's like, I wanted to be able to say, see, I told you so. But so I went through this cycle of realizing it was going to happen, and then it didn't happen, and then I didn't want it to happen, and then it happened. So it was like these constant steps of holding on, letting go, holding on, letting go. And I realized for me, I loved being bald. It gave me such a sense of freedom that I would never have experienced had I not been diagnosed and gone through chemotherapy. I would never have had the courage to shake my head. And it brought me a lot of joy to just, again, one of the other lessons from a couple of weeks ago is like judgments and assumptions restrict possibilities. My judgment and my assumption about my hair restricted the possibility of me experiencing that freedom and that joy as I released that attachment, that need to control. And it also was a reflection of, what other things in my life am I holding on to a little too tightly? My kids, they were growing up. I had to learn how to let go, to let them grow. And underneath all of that, for me, was trust. It was about trusting myself. It wasn't about trusting other people. I thought it was about trusting other people. It was really about trusting myself. So, are there things that you're attached to right now? When you kind of pause and slow down, what kind of maybe old beliefs about yourself? Because this is all about conscious self-care, right? This is all about taking care of ourselves and making loving choices for ourselves and recognizing patterns of behavior and choice that may not be so loving. Maybe they're based on fears. What kind of things are in your space right now that you have some attachments to? And how would it feel if you were able to just go, and just open a little bit?